Hi, I'm Leona Feldman and I read Student Resistance by Mark Boren. In the book Student Resistance, Boren states that along with the three major R's that we are taught in school, which are writing, reading, and arithmetic, we also tend to teach ourselves about the fourth R, which is resistance. His conclusion is that for 500 years, students have practiced resistance to overcome their oppression. Boren quotes his thesis as, "At crisis moments, students are at the center of extremely powerful sociological, political, and physical force for which they are generally taught the three R's." In the book, Boren talks about several events with several causes and effects, but the most important, most mentioned and detailed themes in the book were military resistance, political and religious resistance, resistance against the power in the community, and from all these outbursts, formation of groups and organizations. In Japan, students who were anti-Vietnam War and anti-U.S. imperialists continued to riot against the American military forces existing in Japan. In Mexico of 1968, student activists broke into high schools while violently fighting off police that brutally beat them. They continued to resist against the U.S. military taking part in the Vietnam War. In the U.S., students resisted against the Vietnam War from 1955 to 1976. More resistance from U.S. students about military decisions also occurred during the Cold War against communism. These are all examples of military resistance. Here are just a few pictures of students fighting against war in public outbursts. Political and religious resistance became extremely popular with students. With terrorism becoming a popular occurrence all around the world, student resistance started to become more involved and eager in political problems. In Ireland, students who longed for democracy protested against the domination of Northern Ireland, and Catholic students started to march and protest against Catholic unemployment. In Italy, Italian students fought for work and power in politics. They formed an alliance with the laborers to fight against the Italian government. More incidents continued to occur, such as students in Oxford attacking the mayor in 1658 due to political disagreements, and more student activism being triggered when King Charles attempted to turn universities into military bases. The Tiananmen Square outburst in 1989 was filled with student resistors, fighting for democracy and an overcome over the oppressing communist government. Here are some pictures of student outbursts now caused by political and religious debates. Incidents with the community caused either agreement and integration of students in their community or disagreement and resistance. The first universities were started in Europe for educational purposes, which eventually started to benefit the towns while attracting people and money. Resistance was started when the students didn't feel they had enough power, so they threatened to pull the university out of town. Student groups in Germany, Poland, and France also started to grow and rebel against their community for the same reasons. But there were student groups that united with their community. In Africa, Kwame Nkrumah, the president of Ghana, worked to unite the students and political power of Ghana to overcome apartheid in South Africa. While China's political parties fought against each other, they used their university students with the knowledge that students' resistance has helped greatly all over the world. In India, students joined Gandhi's teachings and rebelled against war and violence. In Italy, when students fought for work and power and politics, they formed an alliance with the laborers to fight against the Italian government. These are all forms of students uniting with their community.